Yesterday I did a little podcast about Spurs. I was trying to be unbiased, which is difficult being an Arsenal man, but I really was. And, frankly, all I was trying to say was what's gone wrong the last 3, 4, 5 games. They're just not playing as a unit. They seem they've lost energy. And I took a lot of stick from a lot of Spurs supporters, which is pretty understandable, an Arsenal bloke. But I'm talking about Spurs, but I'm just trying to talk in general about football, guys, and trying to be open as simple as I can. I just felt Spurs midfield didn't look good. Son seems to just lost energy, strength. Maddison, who's been injured, he's only played a few games since the injury, and he was looking good the other day. Looked absolutely lost and knackered yesterday. Son wasn't his usual self, chasing the ball after the ball's bolted. I think your mid pairing in the back four are really strong, even though I think Romero is a bit of a nutter at times, I'll be honest. But then Gilbert, what's his name, Gabriel for us, his first couple of seasons, he made some mistakes. So Romero, he'll come on with whatever his name is, I can't remember the bloke's name, Van de Ven, who looks a great player. Frankly speaking, Spurs fans, all I was pointing out, you didn't look like a cohesive unit, and you looked as if you lost energy and lost faith. And I'm just wondering why. Is it because you lost faith in your manager? It's nothing. I'm not pointing at. I don't think you should get rid of the bloke. He's only been there a season. You've got to give him time. One of the comments came back was, Arteta was, you were a laughing stock. Arteta was a laughing stock when he first came in. Yeah, we were rubbish. We really were. But he did win the FA Cup the first season. And he's been here 4.5 years. And, 4.5 years, won the FA Cup, the Charity Shield, and we're probably going to come second in the league. And he has taken the team and the fans to a level that, honestly, under Arsene Wenger, those last 4 or 5 years under Arsene Wenger were awful. As you said, we were a laughing stock. So Arteta has brought us up. But it's taken 2 or 3 years, but he did win the FA Cup first season. So laughing stock or not, Arteta did quite well. But then I got something from user 33242373, etc., etc. So you know who you are, saying if you spoke to Spurs fans, that it wasn't us that said we were going to win the league at the beginning of the season. What do you know, basically? Instead of spouting waffle. Well, mate, I'd love to know where you were born and brought up and that. Yeah, because I'm an Islington boy, etc. But actually, I went to school in Haringey. Okay, so from the age of 11 onwards, everybody around me were virtually Spurs supporters. My mates were Spurs supporters. My best friends around me, Spurs supporters. Got loads of Spurs supporters. So I do talk to Spurs supporters, and they all thought you were in with a chance of winning the league. 100%. You all thought you were going to get. A lot of them thought you were going to get into the Champions League as well. So I'm not talking waffle. I'm talking what my mates were talking to me, and it was we're gonna do you this season. We're gonna win the bloody. And at one stage you were looking really good. So no waffle, mate. Just talking what my Spurs mates were saying to me. I don't know what Spurs fans were saying. Blimey, mate. I don't know how old you are, user 3324. I don't know how old you are, but I probably went to school for more years than you're alive. Okay, that's an exaggeration. That's not true. But, I don't know. You don't know things, so don't say things. A load of my mates are Spurs supporters. And actually, from the age of 7 up until 11, I went to school in a school at St Anne's Road, which is also a Tottenham area. So from the age of 7 all the way up till 16, everybody that I went to school with were mainly Spurs supporters. Can you imagine how many Spurs supporters I know, young man, whoever you are? So, just to guess that and, say that. I talk to Spurs supporters. We're not all enemies. We actually have a laugh, a joke, a drink, and we actually get at each other. Don't beat each other up after a game, but we actually do get at each other. And we're mates. There you go. You can have people who can be mates, but actually can really dig each other when we beat each other. You can have that. And do I give stick to my Spurs mates? And do they actually give stick to me when they beat me? I hate it, and they hate it when they lose. God dear me, mate. I'm just talking.